The winner of the last game was Beastie QT. It turned out
Yeah,
that
that's correct.
Nama recognized that the fast expansion went down. He needed to make a push, otherwise he was going to lose the end game. And a lot of people wouldn't be able to indicate that it was a clear win, but at a higher level of play, when your opponent has a successful expansion and has defended it and locked it in, and you were just that far behind, pretty much GG. So Nama just backed out. So Beastie QT took the win pretty handily. Let me go ahead and put myself on busy.
You know what round it is?
I think it's round 5.
But yeah, I've updated it.
Cool. Thanks, man. And Nurchio versus Ukraine Star, these are two very good players. So this should be a great match. I know people don't like the mirror match, but I'll tell you, I think it's going to be pretty cool. And just to give people an idea here, Nurchio is ranked 14th right now on the ladder, and he's got almost 1,000 ladder wins. Ukraine Star is somewhere in the top 200. I'm not sure where, but we watched a couple of weeks ago Ukraine Star take out Show. So
I was knocked out by AA Nurchio just this tournament.
yeah, that's a rough draw. We're ready, right, guys?
Yeah, we're rocking and rolling. Shattered Temple,
Cool.
by the
Yeah,
way. New.
Yep.
I have yet to see a ZVZ on Shattered Temple. I'm excited to see what's going on.
Yep. And that was a pretty good timing push by Nurchio in that first round. That Roach Zergling push thing that he had going. That was a pretty brutal. Thing to have to face. And I noticed you were trying safety first there with the quick forward, but you know, Nurchio is pretty brutal.
Yeah, he's unrelenting. I read wrong, and I said in chat, I thought he was going the 3 roach rush or the 4 roach rush, something like that, because he had mined more than
Right.
100 minerals out of his geyser by the time I got there, and I was like, this guy's pro. There's no way that he made that mistake of leaving his guys on gas if he's going Muta, so there's got to be roaches coming, and they're coming quick. But they didn't come when I expected, and I was like, oh, okay, so it's safe to expand. And then bang-a-langa, there they were.
Yeah, and the other thing is the roaches were always at the right angle. You know, the range is exactly 4. The roach range is not good. But Nurchio, the angle that he took with every fight was perfect. Well, very close to perfect. You know what I mean? And it just makes it pretty brutal. So it was a good try, you know. You probably would have done better than most people, but you know, there's probably only about 30 people on the European server that can consistently beat Nurchio. So, you know, what are you going to do? And I think we're waiting. Ukraine Star is doing I'm not sure what. So, hey, do you want to try and set up that info board while we're waiting here?
Sure, absolutely.
Or is that too?
No, I can.
Is that too hard?
I can handle it. It's.
Okay.
I just didn't want to go after too many things all at once. So there's another link that we have, info board.
Yeah, and I'll give that to you. Want that in Skype or?
You know, the issue is not that it's in Skype; it's that I'm actually running out of screen real estate with everything that's going on.
Okay, let's just skip it, and we'll wait till later in the tournament.
I'm going to need to.
In fact, we're going to get started now. So.
Okay, here we go with the countdown, guys. Bugs versus the bugs.
Yep.
Oh, say, can you see here at Imba TV?
So we got Poland versus the Ukraine here. Nurchio versus Ukraine Star. And Ukraine Star is a rising star in the European scene. There's no doubt about that, as these two players have spawned in the farthest possible rush distance. Nurchio, with almost 1,000 ladder wins, ranked, well, at this point he's ranked 17th on the ladder, and he's spawning as yellow Zerg at the top of the map. At the bottom of Shattered Temple is Ukraine Star. He is ranked somewhere in the European top 200 at this point. Now, both players send out an Overlord to scout the closest air rush distance, and they're both going to find nothing in that base. Anything anybody would like to add at this point regarding this matchup on Shattered Temple?
Not so much. I'm just kind of excited to see how we're going to go. We're going to go Speedling, Baneling, or we're going to do Roach, Double Queen.
Yeah. It's always an interesting combination of Banelings, Roaches, Speed Zerglings, Zerglings. Every little tiny upgrade decision in a mirror match is a risk. And both Nurchio and Ukraine Star have discovered that their opponents are not located on the left and right sides of the map, respectively. And in fact, Ukraine Star has used a scouting drone to discover that his opponent now must be at the top of the map because this drone spotted nothing. This drone as well gave away to Nurchio the fact that Ukraine Star is at the bottom of the map. Now we'll notice Nurchio placed down a spawning pool first before his extractor. Nurchio placed down a spawning pool before an extractor. No expansion from Nurchio. Ukraine Star will spot the spawning pool, and Ukraine Star has expanded to his natural expansion area, and he, however, due to this scouting, is aware that the pressure could be on early game. So we already have a difference in build orders already. Ukraine Star now pushing out the spawning pool. So fast expansion for Ukraine Star up against a 14 pool.
And here comes the 4 Zerglings.
Absolutely. And let's see, and also a queen by Nurchio. Ukraine Star can't produce a queen yet. He has, however, gone with an extractor and a spawning pool. Both players got their spawning pool first. And there is the new center of the Shattered Temple, as we see. Nurchio will be applying pressure early on. Nurchio is a random player. He can play all 3 races, but in tournaments he likes to play with Zerg. And I'll tell you what, Ukraine Star better get these Zerglings up and running and out pretty soon. Here come 4 Polish Zerglings into the Ukraine base here.
I think he's going to defend this by the fact that he just didn't commit far enough.
Nurchio's going right after, and finally the Zerglings come out.
Talk about narrow timing. It's as if he planned that to happen.
Well, when he scouted how quickly the spawning pool was put down, he knew about this timing exactly.
Yeah,
you know what
absolutely.
I mean? Like, he's not doing it without knowledge. Now we'll notice as well that Nurchio is getting his Zergling speed upgrade plus a Baneling nest. And an expansion also has gone down for Nurchio as well. So the timing that we saw was, as you said, just barely in time, but that was a well-educated move by Ukraine Star. He wasn't playing blind by any stretch of the imagination. Roach Warren for Ukraine Star. Zergling speed is not being researched by Ukraine Star, and only 1 extractor for the Ukrainian.
And we're going to get some Banelings going on. So we're going to have some Banelings versus Roach, and I don't know if I think if Roaches play correctly, they should be able to win and block the ramp.
Well, we're about to find out as we're seeing.
But that is a lot of lings.
12 of them. 12 speed Zerglings. But he should be able to defend. Ukraine Star should be able to defend this push, but let's watch some fun here.
18 lings. 6 Banes.
And we got Baneling. Here we go. Oh, and they're going right after. Oh, the Roaches are picking them off.
Wow, that's pretty good.
No, 1 Baneling got through, man.
Hey.
Oh, really nice. Oh, and they get in the front door. Nurchio has got Ukraine Star on the ropes.
Drone counts are looking...
Ukraine Star's down to 13 drones,
13 to 18.
And look at this, more Zerglings on the way for Nurchio.
And that expansion for Nurchio's up, so we're back even.
And Nurchio's up to 21 drones. I'll tell you what, Nurchio did a really nice push there with those Zerglings. And he's only got 2 more alive. And they, you know what, right now they're really just scouts. That's really all they are, scouts and a harassment nuisance. One of them goes down, trapped, and another one continues to circle the base. Here come more Zerglings on the way. Nurchio is playing its lowest common denominator time here.
It's drone hard time for Nurchio. He's up to 25-19, but he's got a significant number of roaches out at this point, so I don't know that he's going to be able to continue this harassment play. And that drone count is equalizing very quickly. Got to get down.
10 roaches to be exact. Go ahead.
Yeah, he's got to get those queens out to get those larva vomits going, because his queen's been too idle too long. It's too much energy for it.
Yeah, both players are on one queen at this point. And these roaches are pretty much going to shut down everything. Well, let's see. Nurchio's going to take a crack here. Oh. He wants those drones. And I don't know if that was worth it or not. It's hard to say. Nurchio's up to 30 drones. Ukraine Stars down to 24 drones.
He basically lost the mining time on those guys for about 5 seconds, which probably was worth the 2 Zerglings he lost.
And layer tech going down for Ukraine Star as he tries to continue to hang on, and he will be able to block these Zerglings. Roach Warren, by the way, being built and almost completed. Well, no, it is completed. The Roach Warren for Nurchio is completed. As we see, Nurchio is getting a second and a third extractor. The second extractor is, in fact, completed. Ukraine Star continues to live off of only one extractor, so it's an interesting difference in gas income. Let's see how these players utilize the gas they get as a lair. Lair for both players will be completed in the next 20 seconds. Ukraine Star's lair is about 10 seconds ahead of time. I don't think that'll make any kind of a difference. Notice these overlords all throughout the map for both players.
I'm going to pop back and forth between the 2 vision to see what they can see of each other. And it looks like Ukraine Star's got a lot more vision of what Nurchio's doing. But Nurchio's got this center watchtower, which is pretty clutch.
And now we're noticing Ukraine Star is going after the destructible rocks here in the bottom right-hand corner. And Ukraine Star has now pretty much recovered. Ukraine Star is up to 50 drones, mining off of 2 bases, and he is going to be getting a 4th extractor. So Ukraine Star, and look at this, Nurchio with a nice scouting overseer going right through Ukraine Star's base.
Not even phased by the queen.
Nah. Is he gonna go after the lair? No, I thought he might have.
Got 3, 2, 1. There's the vomit. He's got the mana. There it is.
Yeah, he contaminates the evolution chamber.
That's a pretty significant delay to that upgrade. Adding 30 seconds is like the new stim that they're going to push out in the next patch. A welcome nerf for almost every race.
Now check this out, Ukraine Star with the drone, and he's going to build a 3rd hatchery in the bottom right-hand corner. So Ukraine Star is up and running. Nurchio's moving forward with 18 roaches. These roaches, do they have the speed upgrade?
Not so far. No. Yes, they do. They do. Yeah, my bad. Look at the drone count though. The disparity is 55 to 45, but this roach disparity is really going to make the difference here in this fight.
Oh, Ukraine Star.
Oh, he's going to have to pull him. Yeah.
Obviously, he feels weak.
Who can target fire better? Wow. Let's see what that drone count is. Did he equalize it well enough? No, he's still at 53 to 45, and our unit count goes to 22 to 17 roaches. Oh, there it is. There's the equalization. So he lost 8 drones in that encounter. But
now, Ukraine Star's roaches don't have any upgrades, no attack or no armor upgrades. Neither do Nurchio's at this point. Nurchio's going to press forward again, and this is a whole lot of roaches. And Nurchio got the surround.
Oh, what a good... Yeah, that's such an epic...
And Ukraine Star obviously feels insecure about it, having to use drones as well. And now Ukraine Star is pressing forward. Obviously, Ukraine Star has the speed upgrade as well.
He needs to buy himself another 30 seconds because he's about to get